We on the podcast, baby.
Club Talk. Jbrodie. Yeah, baby, it's that Club Talk. Yeah, baby, it's that Club Talk. You're now listening to that Club Talk. And now, your host, Jbrodie.
All right, yes, we are back right here on another episode of Club Talk Podcast. There is an individual in here who apparently rubs people the wrong way a lot of times. Sir, this is true. It's all over. It's documented. We're gonna introduce him in a second. We're gonna shout out some people real quick. Back home, shout out to my man back in Philly. Shout out to my man Joe with Joe Chef Life Catering. If you are out there in the tri-state area, that's Jersey, Delaware, and Philly, and if you're just passing through one of those tri-state areas, you're trying to try some good food, something different, some East Coast food, make sure you hit up my man Joe with Joe Chef Life Catering. Got some, if you need a personal chef, he can get with you. If you need some meal prep done, if you need an event caterer, he can handle all that for you. So that's my man Joe with Joe Chef Life Catering right here locally in Columbus. If you're trying to get fit, if you're trying to increase your health, hit up Whitehall Nutrition Lounge right off of Broad and Yearling. Get you some teas, some shakes. They got a gym right next door that you can get your workout on as well. If you need any graphic designs done, that includes mixtape covers, website designs, logo designs, anything visually that you need to represent your brand and or business. Hit up my man Deontay Tatum. That is the FlyerAgency.com. Last but not leastly, shout out to my man Jamie Jenkins out there in Jackson, Mississippi with HelloBlackManJournal.com. If you got daughters, sons, nieces, nephews, anything revolving around the youth, he created a platform where he helps the youth express themselves through the art of journaling. Also has annual conferences out there as well. You can grab some merch on the website. Link of all these lovely supporters will be in the description of this episode. Okay, let me try to get this man a proper introduction, because this man is it's a lot. It's a lot. He's a creator. He's a boss. He's a visionary. He's an artist. He's a writer. He's a father. Ooh. Founder of Affirmative Distraction. Yeah. Which is the first all black and black owned comedy improv group here in Columbus, Ohio. Probably ever too. Man.
There are more now, but.
Oh, okay. Probably first to set it off.
Yes.
Also a gamer. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. And before last year, he told me I'm a certified nerd, but don't get it twisted. These hands work.
They do. They do. And that's why I'm a nerd, because they work too good. I'm like, talk myself out of things.
Yes. In my humble opinion, one of the greatest creative minds in here in Columbus.
Oh my God.
Also saves people from bouncy houses.
Oh, that's true.
We're going to get into that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
None other than Joseph Moore is on the show. Woo!
That's probably hands down the best introduction I've ever been given.
Yes.
And this man is from Philly.
Yes.
I had to import that introduction from Philadelphia. Columbus, step your fucking game up, all right? Step your game up. How dare you not give me an introduction as well as that man? Thank you, Cloth Talk. Thank you, Jerome. God damn. I got goose. The podcast is over.
Yeah, there we go. Thank y'all for tuning in. Subscribe, like, comment, follow Games and More.
That's right. Podcast is over.
Yes, that's all we need to be said.
Jesus.
Summed it up in the first minute.
Man. That felt good, man. Appreciate you.
Yes, it's weird that y'all... I'm glad that you said that. This is funny to me. When I first landed here in this city of Columbus, y'all don't give each other love like that. And when I give people love, they're like, damn, like, you make me feel that I don't get that from my own city. Why does it have to take a person from the outside to just give you a minute of appreciation? They're like, damn, Thank you. My
Ego.
own city don't give me that shit.
The answer is ego. And here's the thing, because I've talked up when we have guests for any of the shows, or any people who are in the shows with me, or people that I do creative things with.
Yes.
When I talk them up, or they're like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, hold on, man. Just say I'm a father. And you're like, it's not a thing. Just like, you do all this stuff. I've tried to, inflate.
Yes.
And properly so, but I've been trying to inflate people all across Columbus, and they're just, everybody has the same reaction. So that reaction is natural. You are correct.
Yes, very good.
It's weird. It's weird.
All right, man. Let's get into so much to talk about, man, because you do a lot. You are a boss of sorts. You are a leader. You got your hands in a lot of shit. So when I was like trying to think, like, okay, like where do we start with?
You look. I'm here to talk.
We're here to talk. We got time.
We got time. So
okay, all right. So okay, let's start from the beginning. Let's try to draw a parallel here. Let's try to make this all make sense.
Fair enough.
Okay. Originally born and raised here in Columbus, Ohio.
All my life.
Okay, nowhere else.
Nowhere
Not
else.
an import.
Nope.
Boom.
Nope.
Okay. Now,
South side.
South to be exact.
South side. Southfield.
Southfield.
Represent.
Okay.
Southfield. Represent.
Yes.
The kid from Southfield, baby. Come on now.
Proud of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Southfield. Now, siblings, only child? How?
One sibling.
One sibling.
1.5 years younger. Tommy Haley.
Tommy. Shout out to
boy.
Tommy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tommy Gun. That's what we call him.
Tommy Gun.
Yes, sir.
Did you win all the fights, y'all growing up?
No. My brother whooped my ass over a Hot Pocket.
Oh!
That's a true story. Because he was quicker than me, right? So I threw these two haymakers, and he ducked both of them, and then came up and was like, bow. And then my grandmother had to come out and break us up because she knew that I was getting my ass whipped. So shout out to Tommy Gunn for whooping my ass over a Hot Pocket.
This is his Hot Pocket.
It's his. He has all the Hot Pockets from now on. He has steak in Hot Pockets now.
Damn.
Whose ass I'm gonna whip? Hot Pockets. That's what he did. I was just like, God damn. All right. Cool. You got it, bro. So my brother whipped my ass. But, back when he was, I think it was a long time coming, because when we was littler, I was,
get the best of him.
Get the best of him. It's like, not anymore, motherfucker. Bow. I was like, oh, shit.
Not fucking with bro no more.
No more. And nobody fucks with him in the city, nobody. So there you go.
He established that real quick.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a true story.
I'm pretty sure if he'll listen to this, he'll appreciate that. Like, damn right.
Yeah. I'm gonna send this to him and be like,
see, I give you credit.
Be like, why you say that?
He's like, it's not necessary.
It's not necessary. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Jerome knew that. He set you up.
Okay. Now, you are a very creative individual. Were you always like that as a kid? Like, was your mind all over the place?
All over the place. My mom used to call me...
So this isn't nothing new?
No. Okay. My mom used to call me the absent-minded professor.
Damn.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And here's how she get... You about to get everything, right?
Okay, exclusive.
One time, my mom will tell this story till the day she leaves this earth. One time she told me to go downstairs and put the clothes in the washer.
Okay.
So I went downstairs and I put the clothes in the washer. A couple hours go by and she goes, Joey, I thought I asked you to put the clothes in the washer. I said, I did. She was like, the clothes are still dry. And I was like, you didn't tell me to turn it on. And I got in so much trouble. Yeah. I'm sorry, Mom. But, I was smart as hell, man. You give me some video games, give me things to figure out. I got all that, the learning was here. The testing and the... No. Passed proficiency test on my first try.
Damn.
2517 GPA.
God.
What's up? So, I hated school. I hate, band nerd. Loved all that shit. Did music. But when it came to academics, Nah, man.
No.
Nah, man. My mind was too. I was ADHD before ADHD was cool. So there you go.
Okay.
And that's self-diagnosed. I don't need a doctor to tell you.
You know this
I
already.
know. I already know. My head is everywhere. So creative. Don't sell yourself short. If you ADHD,
Yes.
you okay with me.
And that's one thing I've learned being around and interviewing creatives such as yourself is one thing that's a common thread. Y'all are unique in your own way, but when it comes to how y'all brain and mind works, no one can make sense of it, but it makes sense to y'all.
Right.
Y'all only get it.
And that's the funny thing, because sometimes when you write some of this stuff down and like perform it, or you say something on stage and you're like, nobody else got that. Like, nobody. How did nobody else get that? And then they get home and they go, yo, that joke you told like 3 days ago. Man, shut the fuck up. Thanks.
Right, 2 days later.
Yeah. 3 days later. I'm like, God damn. We did a whole thing where Teddy Pendergrass was a CEO and all of his replies to people was Teddy Pendergrass lyrics, So when some guy came up to him and into his office and said, our electric bill is, sky high. Teddy Pendergrass would respond with, turn off the lights.
Yes.
And strike a candle. And then he'd be like, I don't, sir, though. He'd turn them off. And then the guy would leave the room. And like people kind of was like, and I was like, that shit's hilarious. So that's where I'm at.
Is it frustrating? Because like you're like levels above, like your mind is moving so fast and it's taking people a while to catch up. Is it frustration? Like, come on, guys, I need y'all to.
Nah,
y'all.
Nah, you either change the audience or appreciate the audience that you get. You see what I'm saying? So, things may not work. Everything's not gonna land, right? If you dwell on that, you will never ever get a bigger crowd than who you are. If you're trying to entertain like a niche, group of people, you're in the weeds, dog. You're in the weeds. So everybody gets something, right? Everybody is going to get something. Not everybody's not going to get everything at the same time, but everybody's going to get something. And when all that comes together, it's a good product.
Okay. So staying in your early years. So was there a point, let's say like high school or something like that? Because you mentioned that you was band and all that stuff. And what, drama class and all that stuff?
No.
None.
No. I didn't do.
Really?
I did zero acting until I took my first improv class. Not a one. So I've only been
trained in none of this.
None. Zero. I was a performer.
What?
But I thought I did hip hop. I did karaoke. I did all that shit, and I did karaoke to hone my my stage presence. Right, I did all that. Right, I was just like, how does this work? And you watch a lot of theatrics, you watch a lot of shows, you watch a lot of wrestling, a lot of just different things, just different theatrics, plays and playwrights and musicals and stuff like that. And you watch all that stuff and you go, I want to do that. Right? Okay. Whose line is it anyway? He was like, I want to do that. And it wasn't until somebody who was from the band was like, my dad teaches this. He's one of the godfathers of improv. You should come you should come see what they do. So they was doing like little dumb shows at the Funny Bone, 30 people there, and then everybody's just laughing.
You would show up.
What the fuck is this?
Light bulb.
Yeah, and so
wow.
Yeah. So we'll get into that later. But yeah, that's how that started. It was just like I wanted to do this.
Because from the outside looking in, like I've been to the shows and I've seen it. I'm like, this guy he has to be trained or went to school or went to get some form of training in this.
2 years of classes, 5 years of performance improv. Or not 2 years, 2 classes.
Just 2 classes.
2 classes, a level 1, a level 2. And then 5 years of doing it with a different group, and then 5 years with Affirmative Distraction.
God damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This whole time out there, I'm like, yeah, he gotta be.
Yeah.
Like, there gotta be a degree or something there that.
Hold on, I gotta tell everybody. That's all you get. So, bye.
Damn.
That's all you get. You gotta watch bye.
No, goddamn.
Yeah.
No more exclusives.
No more exclusives.
Oh Lord.
I get it. That's it.
Wow. When did you realize that you were different from most people in your peer group coming up?
It was probably when, again, so I was in the band since 6th grade. So when I joined the marching band in 9th grade, we all had our own clique, right? It was the marching band. We was, South Marion Franklin, South Side. We had a marching band. We had a fucking marching band. So I didn't have to be with the the hood niggas. I didn't have to be with the whatever. I had my own clique. I had my own crew, right? And we was again. Nerds with nice hands. I swear to God, I feel like we was so just funny. Y'all can print that. We was just nerds with nice hands. So like, every now and then one of us would get tried, and then the other. There was one time where a nigga got knocked out. I was like, maybe you shouldn't fuck with the band. Maybe
leave us alone.
Maybe you shouldn't fuck with the band. And so we were like in the middle, right? We were in the middle. We was the people who you kind of wanted to fuck with, but you didn't want to fuck with, right?
Yeah.
So we was just cool. We was just cool. So we just stayed to ourselves, and that's when I knew I was just like, this is who we's gonna be.
Wow.
Right? So
it's right in the middle. You didn't try to swing
right in the middle.
Right there,
man.
I'm gonna play my position. I know where I'm at. I'm not trying to act like this or be like that. Like, this is who I am.
This is who I am.
Most people try to fight that, They're like, man, I don't want to be defined as this, so let me start acting out, or let me start hanging with them to show I got a little bit of edge.
Yeah, I think honestly I saw the negative effects of all that, and I was like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
right?
Like, that's shit.
Like smoking weed, right? Nothing against people smoking weed. Nothing against smoking weed. You smoke all the fucking weed you want.
Yes.
But I saw how people acted when they smoked the weed, and I was like, I don't want to do that. My grandmother smoked cigarettes, and I was like, I don't want to do that. So anything that I saw that I didn't want to do, I didn't want to do it. I was very slick on things I didn't want to do. I didn't want to do things I wanted to do. I was like, I'm gonna fucking do that, right? Yes. And if I fail at that, then I don't ever have to do it again. Right?
Yes.
I don't ever have to do it again. That's it. So
clear cut decisions for you very early on.
Black and white. Straight up.
It's funny because like most people that it takes years for them to get to, they gotta bump their head a couple of times.
I didn't say that shit happened overnight.
Oh, okay.
yeah, trial by error, definitely. But
you dibble and dabble.
But you dibble and dabble, and then you go, like I said, if you fail,
done.
Leave that shit behind. Bye. Right? Okay. Try to be a squeaky clean rapper.
Yes.
Try to do radio tracks. Those tracks are trash. Don't go look that shit up. That shit is trash. It is garbage. But then when I got with the trade, I got with these other three dudes, all day, every day, the legendary and the game master. Got with them. We cut an album. It's like a Lauryn Hill album. You know what I mean? It was classic for that one. Yes. And then them niggas, got in each other's way, and we was like, okay, well, we don't have to do that again. We did it. Don't have to do that again. Put that in the fail column. Yeah, it's good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Okay. So everything that you've done and that you do, what was the first passion for you? I guess thing that you first grab it. Was it music?
It was definitely music.
Music was first.
Yeah, music was first. Yeah, music was first. In the band, again, the marching band with, first ranked, first chair, all city twice, all that shit. Like, but the trombone was, it only took me so far, and when school came around to go to college, I was like, I don't want to do this.
Jesus.
I don't want to do. I said, I gotta pay to do this. I don't want to do that. And then you know how this goes, right? The military goes, "We'll give you $50,000 to go to college if you want to come to basic training." Yep. And the motherfucking recruiter came to pick me up to go sign my papers, and I looked at him dead in the eye and I said, "I don't want to do that." And he was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, I don't want to go. I can't leave my parents. I can't leave my friends. Not gonna do it. And he got his card and he left. And I was like, I looked back at my mom and she was like, "All right." And I was like, "All right, we back in the house." That's it. I swear to God, these stories sound far-fetched and theatric. I swear to God, this is exactly how they happened. If there's something I don't want to do, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. It's not gonna fucking happen. I'm not doing it. I'm a stickler. I'm not gonna fucking do it. You want me to do what? No.
Can you be persuaded? It doesn't seem like persuasion will work on you. If somebody try hard enough to talk you into some shit, can they get you?
It's gotta be, man. It's gotta be something that. So then it becomes, how does it benefit you first?
Okay.
Right? And then how does it benefit me? But that second part is far gone from the first part, right? Yeah. Why do you want me to do this thing, right? What's in it? Not what's in it for you, because that sounds like selfish, right?
Of course.
How does this elevate you? How does this make you better? How does it, if me coming to this event, me coming or doing this for you, how does this make you better?
Yes. Why am I the guy?
Why am I the guy? Why do you want me here so bad?
Okay.
And if you don't want me, you can't convince me. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
So if they can't express or tell you what your involvement of me wanted to be there for your thing, if you're not giving me something, I'm out.
If you're not giving yourself something, then I'm out. Right? So you can say, you want to smoke weed for $1,000?
Right.
I need that $1,000.
What does it do for me?
What the fuck does it do for you?
I'm losing $1,000.
You losing $1,000 and your weed? God damn. This sounds like a short end of the stick. I'm out. It doesn't benefit everybody in the room. I'm not doing it.
Yes.
Can't do it, man.
Jesus, quick mind.
Yeah.
That makes sense because it translates to the performance. Because you got to be quick.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Again with the performance. If I can't elevate a guest, if I get a guest on stage and if I can't elevate the guest, it was a waste of time.
That's how you look at it.
It's a waste of money and a waste of time,
Really?
right? Because I got to pay the guest. I got to pay them for their time, and I got to make them feel comfortable in a space where they aren't comfortable, right?
Yes.
So I got to in 2 hours, because we only do like 1 to 2 rehearsals. In 2 hours, I got to make this person feel like they're going to be the funniest people on the stage by not being funny.
Yes.
Because that's what improv is.
That shit
Improv
is terrifying.
It is. It is for real.
Terrifying.
But man, I gotta convince you that taking the shit is not funny. Taking the shit on stage with all your clothes on in front of 50 fucking or 100 people is hilarious. And I gotta convince you of that, right?
Yes.
And you'll get off stage and be like, I didn't do shit. Until you see the tape and then you're like, fuck, I did. I can't believe I did that, right? Like,
jeez.
that's what it is, man.
Lord,
And that's where it all comes together for me.
Wow. Right? Okay, so and we're gonna get in depth about the improv thing.
Yeah,
we're gonna get really in depth with that. So you say no to the army.
I said no to the army.
You don't do college.
Didn't do college at all.
Not an option. So the two biggest routes that most people would likely go. Nope, done.
No,
good.
No.
So what happens after high school for you? Just regular job shit?
Yeah,
just
worked
living
at the
life?
mall. Worked at the mall and lived life. I had a baby at 20.
Oh wow, early father.
Yeah.
Was that terrifying for you at that point?
God.
Was you?
God.
I was going to ask, was you ready? Of course not.
No, but the
Or you
first
probably
thing
was. I don't know.
Oh no, I wasn't at all.
Okay.
But my mom was. Right, she was
Interesting.
super happy for me.
Wow,
Super happy. My grandmother was, super happy for everybody. Was
all the women.
yes, they loved it. They I had the village. It takes a village, and I had a definite village, right? And shout out to Emerald's mom, Victoria. Like, she was amazing. We told each other, even if we weren't going to be together, we didn't have father figures. So we was going to make sure that both parents was in Emerald's life.
Very mature for y'all at that age.
And yeah, right. And we, of course, we went back and forth and fought and whatever,
Yeah.
but we did our damnness to raise that kid. And that 25-year-old woman is living in Tennessee with her boyfriend, who is the coolest motherfucker I've ever met. And marry my daughter, Terrence. Marry my fucking daughter, you coward. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
God,
Pow, pow. No, but no, she's amazing.
Wow.
She's amazing, and she was raised correctly.
nice.
So,
man,
there you go.
that. Woo. Kudos to y'all.
Man, thanks.
Because that could have went very bad.
Yeah. 20-year-old parents? Shit.
Yeah.
Nah.
Man, oh man. Did y'all ever try to, like, let's just get back together. Let's figure this out.
No,
Like, we just going to raise a kid.
because I don't want to do that.
You didn't want to be the relationship? You piece of shit.
Because I didn't want to do that. I love the gunshots. I didn't want to do that.
You didn't want to do the relationship
I
thing?
didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. No.
Selfish motherfucker.
I didn't want to do it. I was like,
Looking back,
I've seen it. Looking back?
do you wish you had done it?
No. Listen, I love Victoria. If you're listening, I love you to death. You know, me and you are here and we solid. You know what I'm saying? We two peas in the pod now. But I swear to God, if we were together, we would not be. We would just be. We'd probably be dead.
Damn. Jesus Christ.
We probably kill each other. Me and Victoria did not get along at first.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know. So
It was tough
it was
sledding.
great, and then it wasn't.
Damn.
And it was very sweaty, and it was like we were having a baby, and I was like, okay. And let's have a baby. But it was honestly, it was the understanding of that we were going to make sure that both parents was in Emerald's life, and that was the turning point for me. So I was like, okay, everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to be good.
At that point in your life, did you have like a certain like, I want to hit my life in this direction, I want to go here, or was you, or things would just kind of happen and you were just dealing with it?
I think it was a combination of both, right? So
Yes.
I didn't like, you know, I pursued the whole hip hop career, whatever.
Yeah.
Met producers, and shout out to Jeff Garshon of Inner Chemistry. One of the highest selling producers in Canada, from Canada, you know what I mean? And he
Nice.
took me in. He gave me my first studio time free.
Man.
I recorded my first song with Kid Magic Rock. Gave him $50. You know what I mean? Like I tried all that shit, and
Music.
that's where it was. That's where it was for me. It was music. And then all of a sudden I was like,
Time to be a dad.
it ain't no music no more. No, it was
you
it was
just-
both, right? So it was retail, and retail was funding the music, and then
yes,
you know what I mean?
yes,
And
yeah.
then but retail was also funding child support. Right. So there's all that, and man, that shit's a whole other. We need a whole other podcast for that shit. But yeah, for me, it was like, okay, I'm gonna stay in retail because hip hop in Columbus, Ohio, or no. No, this is gonna you gonna fund it more than it funds you. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. No matter how many shows you do, you gonna fund that more than it funds you until you get out of here.
Yes.
Right?
The return is very little.
Go the fuck away, Columbus. Let me tell you, if you want to do hip hop,
Yes.
go the fuck away. Just get out of here. Just don't like do it. Start here and do that, and then go out and make all that money, and then come back here and be like, hey, I made all this money, like, you know, whatever. But
Your career's not going to start.
get the fuck out of here. Stop. Scully's, we get it. You open for Jim Jordan again. Great. Get the fuck out of here. Or stay here. I don't know. I mean, there's way more ways to. I can't tell y'all how to make money, but if you're struggling to make money with the career that you love, get out of it. Stop it. I say I don't want to do that no more.
Yes. At some point, it should click. Yes. Like I need to get out of here.
Just need to get out of here.
But they stay.
Just get the fuck out of here.
They love their city.
Do you?
I want to be the king of Columbus, and I'm gonna stay here.
Because you complain a lot about Columbus, so you don't want to be here. You don't. Pow, 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 pow. I want the gun sounds for everything I say.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just kidding. No, you that's another thing. You can't complain about Columbus if you don't want to leave Columbus. So a lot of you are making money. A lot of you are successful here in Columbus, and I appreciate you. But if you are not, and you are going to continue complaining about the support of Columbus, we are not into that. We are off in a tangent now, Jerome. Damn
I'm
it.
sorry. This is good though.
Stop. Just stop. Just stop. You're not pissing me off. I'm not listening to your music anyway.
Damn. God.
I'm sorry. Sorry. Y'all ain't coming to these shows, so y'all ain't mad. Shit, you probably ain't listening to this podcast. You ain't mad. Come on.
No one's hearing this. They missing
Joseph
all of
Moore's
it.
on the podcast? Fuck that and skip.
Who's the next?
Who's next? J Esquire, fuck that. We'll listen to that. She's better.
Shout out to J.
She's nicer.
But that's what I'm saying. I was like, every time you say something, people they're like, fuck this guy, man.
I don't care.
Fuck him.
I wish I cared, and I don't. Like, pow, pow, pow. I don't care. Like, I don't like.
Is being likable important to you?
No, likable. No, because then it's a trend, right?
Being
respected
is more important.
Respected is way more important. You ain't gotta like me, but you. What ain't that a rap line somewhere? You ain't gotta like me, but you got to respect me.
Yes, very true. Being likable, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
But you gonna respect me.
If you don't, you can fucking hate my guts, but if I hand you this money for this thing that I just got you booked for, you gonna respect it. Or you out.
One or the other.
Or you out.
One or two.
I don't want to do that no more. I don't want to pay you no more. I don't want to hook you up with all these fucking contacts that I have that I got over time with all this hard work and fucking dedication that I built this rapport, and then you come in and go, I want to disrespect you, and I'm like, well, I don't want to pay you anymore. See you later.
Jesus Christ.
Get the fuck out.
Clear cut and dry.
Yeah.
And then they go on to go and tell people how about Joseph ain't shit.
Yep.
Don't work with him. He gonna treat you like this. He gonna do that.
What happened? Oh, well, I did this, and then he didn't like it. What? So then what happened? So he fired me. So then what happened? Nothing. That's the end of the story. But that nigga used to do. Oh, okay. There you go. That nigga used to do shit, and now you that mad.
Yes.
Okay.
I think what the thing with you is people confuse your very stern directness, ruling with an iron fist, as being a malicious person.
It's true. I am a very malicious person. No, I'm just kidding. No, honestly, man.
That could be misconstrued.
Yeah. So I honestly. It came to a you can't get run over, right? Like, and so if I don't give you the car, if I don't give you the keys to the car, you're not gonna run me over. Like, what the fuck? So yeah, like, it's not even like keeping you at a distance or not being an open book, because you can ask me anything and I'll tell you everything, right? But you gotta ask. I'm not gonna just walk up and be like, "Hey, do you know I used to be in the band?" Like, no,
voluntary information.
Right. You know how to baby at 20? Like, no, like, it's not gonna be a thing. Yeah. So, but nah, like, I'm all for letting people live. I'm all for but I hate when you are in your own way. And I will make sure you know that you're in your own way, unsolicited. And if you don't like that, there is a block button. There is a, like, technology is 2023, right? Leave me the fuck alone. Like, don't come around here trying to get nothing, right? Just, if you feel like that I'm malicious and you feel like that it comes off condescending, good. Good. I don't want you around. Jesus. I don't want you to make this money. I don't want you to be a part of these opportunities. I don't want you to be a part of these contacts. If the circle is getting smaller as I'm getting older, I'm doing the right thing. I'm sorry.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
Lord have mercy.
Y'all gotta come. It's easy. It's easy to come get these opportunities. It's easy to come get this money. All you gotta do is show up. Show up, make money, get paid, go home. You got more than that? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about your kids' Crocs. I don't care the fact that they're wearing hoodies in the goddamn summertime. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I give a fuck about your well-being and your time. If you got well-being and time and you want to come make money with me, come on. But if you don't want to do that, the fuck out of here. What's the shirt say? Can you get this on camera?
Yep.
Shut the fuck it up. Shut the fuck it. That's the Shadowbox original right there.
Very
Shut
nice.
the fuck it up.
Man, if y'all still listening, if y'all still with us.
Oh, you're not. You're not. Fuck
not.
this guy.
They exited already.
They know.
This is a good time.
I'm a really nice guy.
think that's the title of this episode. Mr. Nice Guy.
Mr. Nice Guy Joseph Moore.
Yes.
This is gonna be the thumbnail.
Thank you. I'm gonna use that.
Use the thumbnail.
Yes.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. This is a good time to take a break.
Yeah, sorry.
Because people probably ready to punch their fucking screen or
they just
throw
like,
their
so how do we make
phone.
money? How do you make money? You ain't even gotta be nice to Joseph Moore. You just gotta respect him.
There you go. We could dissect that when we come back from this break.
Break time.
Yes. Before we take the break, Joe, where can the people find you if they want to send hate mail, hate comments, connect with you, all that good stuff?
The More You Know, MOORER, The More You Know at Instagram, Affirmative Distraction, POCAD on Instagram, the Conspiracy Band, Columbus, Ohio on Instagram and Facebook, and then Joseph M. Moore on any social media that you can find. Just Google my page.
Fair enough. We'll be right back. Right here at Club Talk Podcast.
Listen, the slurs keep flying. City's a young Zion. Main all swollen, I'm coming just like a lion. But I'ma always bring that heat like Nolan Ryan. God's coming back and the people thought I was lying. Bright as the horizon, still built with the Mayans. It hurts deep inside, the niggas are still dying. But dude can't hurt me. Socks high, James Worthy. OG, nickname Percy. But I just do the dirty work in the paint, Jerome Kersey. Karen Roof birthed me, Lord have mercy. Verbal intercourse, I'm 5 mics in the sauce. I'm back like Scott Storch, I'm showing them no remorse. Quarantine city, I'm repping for North City. And Elevator is with me, the people gon' fuck with me, yeah. I got hits on my hands like pool hose. Cock back, long range, hit it like cool coach.
Yeah, they all over the baseline, waiting for me to waste mine. My money stacking, no bandana. $80 million follows Santana.
It's funny how COVID went right up out the door. When Black Lives Matter came stomping through the door. And red is my accessory just like a matador. But I'm still seeing oil money way up offshore. Your raps are bore, a whore is a whore. And I be goddamn if I go back to being poor. The hoods are the police who hate the niggas more. My ears to the street, I used to sleep on the floor. The love of the allure, but my heart is so pure. Cappadocia in the shell from the Brodemart store. I still spread hope while these others sell dope. They want us dead from a rope, but I know that it's hard to cope. The world crazy, going vegan like Jay-Z. Scorsese, never lazy, so brazy. Rat-a-tat-a, why the government sell data? But I'ma fall back and just listen to Lone Catter. The revolution, yeah, it's live and live in color. Instead of killing each other, probably should hug a brother. Yeah, I hope they hear me, I hope that they hear me. Rhyming cheaper than walking in solidarity.
Yeah, they all over the baseline.
Yes, we are back right here on Club Talk Podcast. Mr. Nice Guy is still with us. Joseph Moore.
Hello, everybody. I hope your day is wonderful. And if you're listening to this at night, I hope your night is wonderful. If you're listening to it in the afternoon, I hope your afternoon is glorious.
Yes.
And if you're listening to it on late night, on the way home from somebody's house, or somebody's club, or somebody's White Castle, I hope your drive home is safe and easy. Watch out for snakes.
Very nice. That's a Joseph Moore they like.
Mr. Nice Guy, Joseph Moore. I'm going to be nice for the rest of this podcast.
We'll see how long that lasts. Gunshots coming very soon.
God damn it.
Now, have you always been, we were talking a little bit during the break, very short, no nonsense type of, that runs in your family. You're just breaking down to me.
Yes.
And you are a product of that.
Yes. My mom.
Yeah, your mom.
Yeah, my mom is a paralegal at the Legal Aid Society of Columbus. She gets shit done. She's been there since she was 18. Wow. She kind of worked her way. She was the front desk. She was at the front desk. Receptionist. Yeah. And she worked her way into the system. Wow. She was just there for that long that she just worked her. She's going to retire from the Legal Aid Society of Columbus by working there since she was 18.
God damn.
18. So my grandmother worked at a mental health hospital on Broad Street. Did not, and strongest woman in the world, man. Rest her soul. But strongest in the world. So, my grandfather, man, deep voice, gray, and just walked up there. Nah, boy, don't do that. Cause I said so. That's why. and I married this woman who's way more no nonsense than me. So more no nonsense that I don't even fuck with her. Like, I fuck with you. But I married her because she keeps my black ass in check. So you sit your black ass down and watch this Martin Luther King speech. You're like, God damn. Oh, yes, you know what I mean? Like, I had people in my family that kept my shit in check. My Aunt Phyllis, you know, rest her soul. I had an uncle named General.
Holy shit.
Jefferson.
General Jefferson.
His name was General Thomas Jefferson. This is not a joke. This is real. General Jefferson. And
what?
Look, this is how my own no nonsense family, I'll tell you right now, this is a true story. I'm sitting there and General is sitting in his chair and he opens a beer and we're watching Jbrodie because yes. And General looks at me, he goes, all right, I need you to listen up. If I ever catch you doing drugs, selling drugs, drinking one of these, or smoking, there's a shotgun in that closet, and I'll shoot both your legs off. And at the time, right, I was like, this motherfucker's trying to scare me, and it's working. Because I will never do any of that stuff. And then he took a sip of his beer, from there on, right, so I used to think, and the kids in 2023 were like, oh man, that's just bad conditioning. No, I think he knew that I had some kind of potential, right? And he didn't want me to fuck that up because you know who he didn't tell that? My fucking brother. And my brother smoked some shit, you know.
Yes.
No, I'm just kidding. But my brother, you know, my brother and me are, you know, we're very loving, very compassionate. You know, he has four girls.
Oh wow.
Right? So we're very loving, very compassionate, but you know, again, we got hands. So yeah, I think he saw the potential in me, and that told me that everything I needed to do. My cousin Mikey, I grew up with him. He was all into that shit, and he, you know,
wow.
I was the only person he ever told that to.
Wow.
My cousin Deanna used to live over there. She didn't hear that. She was like, I've never heard that in my life. I was like, God, am I picked? What the fuck? General Jefferson. General. His name was General Jefferson.
And for context, how old were you at that time when that conversation, that moment happened?
I had to be like 11 or 12.
Jeez.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
You'll never forget that moment.
The couches were beige. They had plastic on them. I remember that shit like it was yesterday. It was like so Jbrodie was on, so, and you know, mom was probably getting off work, so it had to be like
evening time,
like 7 or 8. You know, I was over at my Aunt Phyllis's house and I sat there and I watched this man drink his beer. Jeez. And he told me, that's what he told me, and I was like, damn, oh, shit, wow. Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah, it's fascinating how people can see something in us that we don't see for ourselves. Yeah. It's like, why you treat me like, why you so get off my ass, man? Like, let me live.
You know, Jay, that might be the makeup, right? Like that might be the stick, if you will, right? Maybe I see potential in people, and maybe that's what it is, right? Maybe I see potential in people, and instead of going, you can do this, which you've done, but you know, like you said at the beginning, people don't hear that. People don't hear praise. People don't hear good compliments. So you turn around and you go, bitch, leave your wife. She's terrible for you. You'll never ever be happy again. Right? Instead of going, is there something you want to talk about? Right? Is there something I'm telling this man, he's a bitch, right? First and foremost, right? Bitch, you need to leave your wife because she's terrible and she doesn't treat you well. She doesn't treat you well at all. You could get the house, right? Like, you can get the house. And trust me, I know a gang of lawyers that can help you out, bro. Trust me, I got you. But that's how I come across. Instead of saying, you know, man, you need to talk, right? And you do that, right? You do that, and they talk themselves in circles, and you go, okay, leave your fucking wife. She's fucking terrible. Right? Leave your fucking job. It's bad for you. You don't want to be there, you know, or, you know, get off my stage.
Damn. God.
Don't come here no more. Just get off us. We're not working with you. It's fine. We can be cool. right? We can be cool. As long as you don't say nothing stupid, we can be cool. Go handle your shit. Come back when you're ready, right?
Yeah.
We can be cool as long as you don't say nothing about the product or me.
Yeah. We good.
I see your potential. I know you can be better. I know you can do this. But who the fuck am I, right?
Right. But it's frustration because they don't see it in themselves.
Right. And who the fuck am I? I'm a 45-year-old man in Columbus.
But
right?
then you would be doing a disservice if you don't at least try to point that out what I see within you. Like I have a duty to do that. Well, if I see all this greatness in you and I'm just like, well, I'll just let it go to waste. Well, I have some type of duty to be like, yo, let me holler at you. You know what you capable of doing?
But I did the same thing. I did the same thing to you.
Yes, when we first met.
I did the same thing. When we first met, I did the same thing to you. I said, Jerome, you got a fucking dope ass product here.
Yes.
Do everything you can to keep it. Right?
Yes.
Like, and I didn't say, man, Jerome, you a bitch.
No,
you and your Philadelphia Eagle bitch ass team.
Shout out to my Eagles.
Fuck those Eagles. They hurt my quarterback. You hurt my quarterback, you sons of bitch. I said I was going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it now. You hurt my quarterback, and I hate you for it.
Yes, he came in with that energy too. Straight right off the rip.
Right off the rip. But no, some people appreciate it.
Yeah, you had that same conversation with me. I guess because I can handle that type of stuff.
Sure.
Like I wasn't like, damn, what are you saying? I was like, man, Yes, I need to hear that. I appreciate that because, and you can relate to it, being a founder of something, starting something from your fucking brain, your idea, and you invest all your time and effort to it, you need to hear that.
Yeah.
You need to, because if you don't, you're all over the place with it. Sometimes it takes to like, yo, hey man, you don't lose sight of this shit, my guy.
And it's feedback from an outside source that doesn't, like, don't
got to play the politic game.
I could never, right?
Yeah.
And I have, right? But this is a whole different animal.
Thank
you have to. It's similar. It's similar. I guess I can't say that because you have to balance personalities. You have to interview these people. You have to figure out what makes them tick. Yep. You have to get them to be vulnerable, right? Yeah. That's work, man. That's work that some people do not want to do. Yeah. And you are giving a voice to this city that has a hard time finding one, right? That has a hard time finding one. And you can start all the podcasts you want, you can start all the videos, you all the streaming and all that shit. But man, if you don't have somebody to sit there who doesn't even know you to say, hey, this is a safe space, say what you want, say what you don't want, or don't say what you don't want, whatever. Yeah. And just do that, man. Yeah. For you to give people a space to do that, kudos to you, bro.
Thank you, man.
For real. Definitely. See? I'm nice.
Mr. Nice Guy.
I'm nice, you fucking fucks. Edit that out.
Edit that out. After that beautiful soliloquy, you fucking fox.
You fucking fox.
Okay, so let's switch gears, man. So take us to the point. Look, actually, that's a perfect segue. The idea of affirmative distraction. So we cover, left the music shit alone.
Yep.
Got my daughter. I'm raising. I'm young. I'm a young dad. Music thing ain't working out. Raising my kid. Take us to the point where, you know what? This comedy shit, this improv shit.
So it has to go back to when I started with a conspiracy band. So I started the conspiracy band maybe 2 years prior to that.
So affirmative
distraction, right? Okay. So affirmative distraction has been in 5 years. I was in another improv group for 5 years. So
gotcha.
Let's go 12 years back. I was with a band.
Ooh.
And I'm still with the band. Okay. The Conspiracy Band of Columbus, Ohio, 13-piece band, all genres. We do everything, right? Man. From Etta James to Biggie Smalls.
Goddamn.
Right? From fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a wide range.
It's a wide range. We do it all, right? Like, we do
nothing we can't cover.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the whole thing, right? And we know weddings, festivals, different parks and recs and shit like that. We do it all, right? And it pays beautifully.
Aha.
There you go. There was a girl in the band who will not be named because she wanted her name scrubbed from the entire organization.
Oh, was it your fault?
No.
Okay.
I just
her decision solely.
Yeah.
What would make her throw away opportunity like that?
Dude, she
sounds like it was. The guy she's with talked her out of throwing that.
So anyway,
sorry. I'm not from here, so I gotta play. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The details.
So she leaves.
While she's in the band, she is the one who tells me about the guy in improv, and she's like, she's graduating a class, and she's doing an improv show. I was like, you're doing an improv show? I wanna go. So I go and see this show, and like mouth agape the entire time, like. Whose line is it anyway?
Loving it.
It's here in Columbus, right? The actual goddamn whole improv thing is here in Columbus. They may have 5 to 6 groups, but they exist, and they exist in this little corner in the Funny Bone here in Columbus. I was like, I want parts, right? So I start going to these little this was a showcase. I start going to these things called Improv Wars. Where they take 4 groups and they all come up and do a game, and then the audience votes on who moves on, right? Okay. So whoever's the funniest moves on to the second round, whatever. Gotcha. And then there's the finals, and then you get a little stupid trophy because it's all for whatever, right? And these improv groups are getting up there. They don't have any entrance music. They don't have any theme music. They don't have anything, right?
They just go up.
Right? There's a soundboard, and you push the button and it plays some kind of music, like Green Onions,
little jingle or something.
You're like, what the fuck is this, right? So again, the music in me, the performer in me goes, hey, is there any way that I can just play music for these guys coming up, because I really want to watch this show? And Jeff Gage goes, yes, right? So I start doing this for these groups, and I'm watching improv for free because I'm doing the music for them. So that's the exchange, right?
Nice. Got your foot in the door.
Right, my foot's in the door. But then he goes, and this is exclusive. This is a Cloth Talk exclusive. I don't know if anybody else knows this story. If you do, say it in the comments if you know this story. I'm playing music for doing Improv Wars for so long that he actually gives me the first class, improv class, 8 weeks, free.
Holy shit.
Completely free. I think it's $180, $200 class for free. So I learned the craft of improv for 8 weeks, and I do a showcase for free.
Holy shit. Just by doing
what I was doing. So now we have a deal. And then he goes, you want to do the second level? I was like, yeah. He was like, cool. Keep coming to these. Keep doing this. So I do the second level for free. The improv classes I learned was because of the exchange of me wanting to play music for these guys getting up, because of the performance mind that I had. I was like, I want this to happen. I want this to be better. So the improv people started appreciating the fact that they now have music to come up to, and there would be like certain scenes that they would say something, and I would play, like if they said something about G.I. Joe, I'll play the G.I. Joe theme song as they get off stage, right? And they would, the crowd would be like, whatever. So it was always like the presentation.
Yes.
The presentation was always important to me. Every single time. Anything I do, the presentation is always important to me. Again, you may not get all the jokes, but the presentation has to be solid.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So the second improv class turns out to be the improv group that I was in, first off. And then when we separated, I put up a post that said, there are no all black improv groups. There are a few black improvisers, but there are no all black improv groups in this city.
And you knew that for a fact?
I knew that for a fact. Because I was in the improv scene for so long. I watched, because Improv Wars continued while I was in that first group. So I watched all white groups get up there over and over again. I watched all white improvisers come in and do different things and do different shows and whatever.
They get their shit off.
Where the fuck? We funny as fuck. Where are we? We can't be. There are no black improv groups. There are none, zero.
Yep.
Fine, I'll do it myself.
There we go. Just like
it was a Facebook post. I swear to God, Affirmative Distraction was formed from a Facebook post.
If we dig back far, we can find this post.
You can find. I will share it
We can share.
I will share it. Affirmative Distraction was made from a post who I was like, who wants to be in an all black improv group?
That was
right?
it.
So people started chiming in, right? C10, Jay Esquire, Amber Nicole from Mojo Flow, they started chiming in. Annie B, you know, people started chiming in, right? And we kind of formed the group from there. We formed the group from there. And then I put up a different post and I said, what would you name an all black improv group? You know, Chocolate City, the Brown Team, you know, whatever. Mark Hale Jr., shout out to him, and I think you should get him on your podcast because that's a bad man. That's a bad man.
Okay.
And I think he needs that. Mark Hale, come do the podcast. He needs that sit down and needs to get some shit out.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Very much overdue.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
But Mark Hale, white dude, goes affirmative distraction.
Goddamn.
And I took that as, you know, affirmative action is...
Yeah, affirmative action.
You know what I mean? So, and improv is a distraction that you need for 2 hours to get away from the real world.
Damn.
And I was like, done. Done. Affirmative distraction. So we made t-shirts and we performed at this place in Grandview, and that's closed now. And CA Backspace. Fun fact. 3 of the 5 venues that we've performed in ever are closed.
Damn.
So there's that. I didn't mean to. We didn't close them. It's closed.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Not your doing.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Affirmative Distraction was born.
Wow.
And the group you see now is obviously not the group we started with because obviously things happen.
Yeah.
But Affirmative Distraction, 5 years strong, 5 years going. We were sold out for 4 years straight.
God damn.
So we could not. There were times where we did not take any admission at the door. Right.
Just come,
right? No. So once tickets were sold out, it was done.
Oh,
you were done. You were locked out. COVID happened. We performed secret shows, social distanced outside. 50 people.
Performing.
We just went through the people who came and we was like, yo, come to these secret shows. We did 5 of those. Wow. And then as the things started to lift, right, we started to kind of, get 50 people, 60 people, again, safely and masked up and all that stuff and, check temperatures at the door. We did everything. We did all our due diligence. And some people was just like, I don't feel comfortable doing the show. And I was like, you don't have to do the show. As long as you communicate that with me, it's fine. Yeah. And we continued on. And, some people we started up front at Shadowbox Live. Some people saw us there. Shout out to Big Troy, Troy Events, or Big Troy Events. And he ran Wednesday night jokes at the Funny Bone and he brought us into the Funny Bone. And that to me was the pinnacle. I made it there, right? Because I had shared the same stage with comedians that I've seen on national TV. I was like, okay. And, that first show, 180 some people. What? Our biggest crowd ever. And that crowd was electric. And you couldn't tell me anything, right? God, we did 3 to 4 shows there. And we're at the Big Room Bar now. And the Peggy McConnell Center in Worthington that seats 213 in October. It just goes up from there, man. Like,
wow. Let me ask you this, man. That's amazing. In the early stages, beginning, when you're getting the personnel, the cast, and all that stuff. Like, okay, I got my group. Was there any apprehension? Like, I don't know if this is gonna work, man. Like, was there something or was you just like, I'm confident, I got it?
I'll tell you the exact truth.
That gotta be scary.
I watched these people do amazing things on stage, and I never even knew them who they were in real life, except for maybe Wheezy, right? Wheezy was the only person who I knew from conspiracy days, right? I've known Wheezy forever, but these were heroes to me. These were, not idolizing or anything, but I got it, CDs at home from C10. So C10 wants to join. I watch Mojo Flow. I watch this woman come down on a scarf from the ceiling and like spin and sing. And I'm like, what the fuck? Right.
Yeah.
And so she wants to join, really, whatever. And like, these people are coming in who are like, and then there are people who coming in who have never would even thought to try what we're doing.
Yeah.
And, Jay Esquire being the DJ, the DJ in the city. Like, she is so dope. She is her energy is so dope. So, when it comes to Jay Esquire, Wheezy and C10, these people I've seen do great things on stage. And so there was no apprehension in the slightest. I knew it was going to be great. Right. Yeah. So when the apprehension for me was, can I teach these performers improv? Because they're in their bag, right? I'm changing their lane.
There it is.
I'm changing their lane.
Yeah.
What's crazy about it is, as I changed their lane, they merged their performance with the lane, right? So now. Man. And I don't know if Jay said this, or whatever, but if you ask anybody who's in Affirmative Distraction about their performance now compared to their performance 5 years ago, it's up here now. Because now they know how to work a crowd. Now they know how to do interviews. Now they know how to think on their feet. Now they know, what I mean? Because they know that when you get on that stage, it's all fun and games. It's not real. That shit is gone. But like, now you can build rapport. You can talk to people. You can talk to people about anything. And that's what improv is all about. Improv, we do improv every day. It's a conversation, right? You don't know what the other person is going to say. So you come up with the first thing that comes to your mind. Yeah. The difference is you're doing it in front of the stage and all that shit is wiped away. You never see the same show again. So now these people get to transfer that energy into their performance. C10 has been doing it for years and he didn't even know it. C10 has been doing all that performance he's done on stage. He's been doing it for years and he didn't even know it. And now he gets on that. Every time he gets on that stage, he's funny as hell. Him and his brother Mott's funny as hell. Jay Esquire is a trained theatrical personality, and she kills it every time. Yeah. Shinky, who just joined us, I told her because we was having issues with her projection. And so I told her, and she's a stand-up comedian. So you prepare that comedy, you get up there and you get your timing right and you get your, whatever, you make anybody laugh, right? If your jokes hit, you can do what you do, right? Shinky is amazing on stand-up. When she came to that improv stage, she was like, I don't know what to do, right? And so I was like, this last show, I had to find something that resonated with her, which I had to do with everybody else, right? Yeah. With C10, get up there and pretend like you got a mic in your hand, except you don't, right? So with Shinky, I said, get up there and talk like you're talking to your child for the second time. And that show was amazing for her because she was loud as fuck, but she wasn't like screaming. She was just telling her child something else for the second time, right? And you elevate your voice, and that's the relation. So it's crazy how you unlock these things within people that they had all along, right? And they don't know that. They don't. So, but with any performance, right? Even with like, conspiracy, it's the same thing. Same thing. Get up there and do you love to sing? Cool. Add just a tiny bit of theatrics to that. You know what I mean? Find a focal point. Point to this person, point to that person. Sing to that person. If there's somebody singing along with you, look at that person and acknowledge the fact that they're singing along with you. Yeah. And get off stage. Right? Go home. Yeah. You did it, right? The next crowd will be different. Yeah. Man, oh man. Right?
And I want to talk about like your writing with this, but we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. Yeah. And we're going to talk about like because for those who are in the Columbus area, and if you haven't been to the show, if you haven't seen them, like Joseph always has a clipboard. He always has this clipboard, and he's quarterbacking this shit.
Yeah.
and I want to talk to. We're gonna get into that.
Yeah.
Like, what's on this board?
Yeah.
and how you come up with the sketches, the ideas, the whole thing. We're gonna come back. We're gonna talk about that because like that shit gets. If you haven't been, man, I definitely encourage you. You got it. It's something else, man. It's with your brain is fucking crazy.
Nah, man. I'm telling
your
you.
brain.
You're about to hear. I'm about to blow your fucking mind.
Okay.
I'm telling you right now. I'm about to blow your fucking mind with the easiest, simplest goddamn thing ever.
It's not gonna be elaborate.
It's not gonna be elaborate at all.
Okay.
It's not gonna be elaborate at all. This ain't gold. This is like copper shit right now. Y'all about to be mad.
Oh my god! Tell the people where they can find you at.
Find Affirmative Distraction at Affirmative Distraction _ PLCAD at Instagram. The more you know, MOORER on Instagram. Joseph M Moore, MOORER on any social medias, and games and more.
Ah, there it is.
Games and more. The letter N, MOORER. We are streaming on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook.
There it is. Boom. Tap in on all those platforms.
Yeah.
Or whatever which one appeals to you.
Yeah. Stay safe, stress less, play more.
I love it. We'll be right back right here on Call Talk Podcast.
One thing I like about me is I'm still nice. 25 years in, it's what it feel like. Built like everything from home I absorb. Without me, the city'll be bored. This ain't that Robbie that you niggas went to school with. Shotty said kill him, fuck the cool shit. Excuse me for my rudeness, but I know you don't fuck with me for real, so I don't be around to be fooled with. I was counting sour cream, mean mugging with your bitch. Used to want a yellow Hummer on my busy bone shit. We was Slaughterhouse before Shady, crazy you forget. So I'm going Super Contra on my McIntyre kick. Ohio mob, moving like the mob. Slap a rapper like I'm mob, still TOG the squad. Cocky as you expect, still moving like a god. Funny I made it out against the odds. I think I missed $1 million off my words, cause I was busy trying to kick breakfast out of Burr. Freestyles on road laugh, jumping off the curb. Trust I'm as reckless as you heard. You niggas got some nerve. This gon' make a lot of niggas mad. I'm Dame D Nice, Trap Davis with the stab. Somebody tell Dion I'm back in my bag. The best shit Ohio's ever had.
Yeah, we are back right here on Cloth Talk Podcast. We're probably getting to see more Mr. Nice Guy in that last segment. We warming up. So hopefully y'all perception of this gentleman has changed through this conversation so far. If y'all still with us, I don't know.
Hello, bitches. And we back.
Damn. Short-lived.
We back. Bow, bow, bow.
Okay, before we took the break, we left off at the whole creative process, the inception of the Affirmative Distraction, how you got your foot in the door with that, the writing, which I was curious about, and you left us off on a cliffhanger like, y'all going to wait for this answer, y'all going to be disappointed, including myself.
Yeah.
So for those who stuck around for the break, I'm sorry, I don't know what the answer is yet either, so my apologies before he go ahead and tell us his
you gotta ask the right questions. Go ahead.
The writing process, because I was saying before, if you haven't been to the show, Joseph
the writing process for improv, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
For improv.
Okay.
Joseph has a clipboard.
Yes.
At every show, and what it looks like from the stage, I mean, from audience point of view, if you're viewing the show, he's writing and checking off things and directing the whole thing.
Yeah.
What's on this clipboard?
All right. Yeah, you ready? You ready?
Give it to us.
There's a list of games on the clipboard. There's a list of people who are in those games on the clipboard. And then there are the things that I have to say before every show. That's it.
That's it.
That's swear to God.
You must.
Swear to God. Swear to God.
You're
That's
lying.
it. I swear to God.
I don't believe it.
No, listen.
It looks too calculated.
Every single thing is made up on the spot. Every single goddamn thing is made up on the spot. The only difference is the parameters are set. So for like shift left, if I call shift left, you shift left, and two people are in the scene. If you shift left, you shift left. One comes up, you shift left. That's it, right? If I call the ABC's game, you have to go with the next consecutive letter. So if we start with B, you have to say, boy, I ain't here for no shit. Cause you ain't here for no shit. Damn right. Like you just gotta go C, D, whatever, go down the line. So there are parameters set, but every single thing, the suggestions from the audience, all that stuff made up everything. The only thing I'd probably write down is something that like if we do like an interrogation, so like who you killed, the object they killed the person with, and where they hit the body. I have to write that down to review it. Okay. So then if I have to come in and give another hint, then I have that written down. But other than that, it's literally there. That clipboard is nothing. Do you know who's running the show?
What the fuck?
Do you know who's running the show? Right?
Yes.
Clipboard. Right? And the clipboard I'm using right now is the same clipboard that the late Steve Geyer from Shadowbox Live used. Brandon Anderson gave that to me. Wow. And but I used to, have like a clear clipboard. I've had different clipboards. It's just got the games and the things I have to say for the show. Make sure you take all the pictures and videos you want. Also, I don't understand at comedy shows why people don't want their, pictures and videos taken. Like, that's free press.
People are like, no.
No, thinking people won't steal my jokes. Shut up. Right?
Oh, the joke stealing thing.
If people are stealing your jokes, you're doing a good job.
Yeah.
If people are stealing your jokes, you're doing great.
Yes.
Keep doing what you're doing. It's fine.
So they have nothing to worry about.
That's right. That's why. It's also why we don't say nigga on stage, because I don't want no white people saying nigga. Also, I don't want it as a crutch. Right? You shouldn't. It would be nigga every other word.
Yeah, it'll be. Come on.
Like, let's call it.
Man, so that's what's on that damn clipboard.
It's Anthony Windsor just said.
When I watch, I'm like, I know.
Nothing. Just the list of games and the things I have to say at the beginning of the show. Make sure that if I talk to you, please talk back to me. If I ask you what kind of car you drove today, what are you gonna say? And people say that, and I make sure the energy's up and make sure everything is good before the show. I make sure that I shout out Jay. I make sure that I talk about the venue, talk about the bartenders, but I write all that stuff down before, and all of our social stuff, like, whatever. Yeah. But I write all that stuff down before, because that's the only thing that I need to know every time. Everything else, the games, and that's it.
Pretty much hosting cues.
That's it. Not even hosting cues, like, because now they need to know what games there are. So that everybody gets a piece of paper, right? Okay. So now they need to know. I will start talking about the next game as they're coming up. Okay. And then I'll say I got Wheezy, Anthony, and Burrs here, and they're going to finish the line, the blah blah blah, right? Like whatever the game is, right? Yeah. But that's it. God. I already know the rules to the game, and the games are crazy. Mostly the games are just variations of old improv games that have been around forever, right? Yeah. So, but we have a game called Turn It Up where two people will start with a very boring activity, and as they're boring everybody to death, I'll say turn it up. The two people behind them will come up and represent those two people who were there and turn everything up to 10. So if they're vacuuming and like just vacuuming, and I say turn it up, they're fucking doing it. So that's for the visual people who didn't know. But they just go crazy. So there's nothing on the clipboard but the show list and things I have to say before the show.
Holy shit. So, everything that we are seeing is happening in real time.
Everything.
Right there.
There has never been a time where I have scripted an improv show.
Never.
I can't do it.
It's not in you.
Can't do it. We've got close like, We've even done where you do beats, right? Where there's a first, a middle, and the end, where you do a line, and you do a line. But that was with a different group. I've never done that with Affirmative Distraction. There's a game called First Line, Last Line, but that's also made up too. So you get the first line from the audience. What is the first line of this scene? Right? That's the first thing that these people have to say. Yeah. What is the last line of the scene? That's the last line that these people have to say. Whatever happens in the middle is made up. God. And they have to end the scene with that last line. That's the game.
I love it.
We're going to play that Thursday. First line, last line, right? We're going to play that.
I love it.
Done.
Okay. Wow. Okay, so talk to me about the selection of how people get involved in the... I know you got your core people.
Yeah.
So let's say like... You like, okay, I need to bring a new crop of people, or I need to find a person that whatever. how does the selection process go for you as selecting people who's going to come and be a part of this thing that you've built? Because now this is become a staple in Columbus and a household name. You know, when people see those Affirmative Distraction flyers,
Sure.
it's up. Now, for you behind the scenes, now are you very selective with? Okay, I gotta protect the brand. Not just any motherfucker coming up here now.
No.
How's the selection process for you?
No, because man, I thought you told me to be nice. You told me to be nice.
You're mean to these people, and I said it.
Affirmative Distraction.
You're hard on those
is the brand. Because
You are
they're
hard
so
on them.
good.
I seen it. I was like,
They're
Jesus
so
Christ.
good.
Oh, you
They're
hard
so
on
good.
them.
So when they mess up, I'm like, what? What kind of boneheaded shit was what? Like I'm
Very
so
hard on them.
I get so mad. I'm not for real. You can ask them like for real. Like when it comes to them, I'm like you can get away with murder, but God, you can't get away with like assault, battery, murder, and fucking capital punishment. Like what the fuck what are you doing? Like why are you doing this? Why all you have to do all your responsibilities are to show up, get paid, do improv, and go home. That's it. For you to do something so boneheaded, and you know who I'm talking to. You're probably you know who I'm talking to. For you to do something so boneheaded and almost get fired during the show, it's just weird. Why? Why? So the selection process is actually simple. Come to a rehearsal. If you're good at what you do,
Yes.
right? You've seen the shit online, but you got to see how
You got to see it in person.
actually works.
It's different
right?
in person.
But yeah, like you know, Affirmative Distraction. I'll tell you right now, it may look different in 2024. Right? It may look different in 2024, and you know whether that's bigger or just different faces, or the same faces that are in a different role. Like it's gonna look different next year.
We can guarantee that.
You get put a stamp on it. It's gonna look different this year. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and make an announcement.
Another exclusive
Right now, nigga. This is a nigga news exclusive. I want to officially welcome Shinky to the team.
Official announcement.
Official announcement. They just got that on live. And with that, y'all gotta go. Bye. 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 Wait.
Wow.
Bye. There you go.
Stamped, signed, sealed, delivered.
You gone. They gone.
They gone.
They go.
That's all they get.
That's what they get. That's what they get.
That's a good exclusive, though.
That's what they get.
Official announcement.
Shiki's been amazing. You know, she's
good.
She's great.
Yeah.
Right. And you know, everybody has shit going on, right? Everybody has, you know, again, if you show up and you don't even have to do like the bare minimum, right? You just got to show up and just do improv, and get paid, and just go back to your life. Like we don't need to know none of your drama. We don't need to know none of your bullshit. Like, and if you got drama, like you can talk to us. You can pull one of us to the side. We're all like a family, but like, at the same time, man, like it's a business, right? So be cool, right? Don't disrespect your peers.
Yeah.
Don't talk about the people in your group making money with you. Like we don't do that here, right? Like if you got drama with somebody in the group, let's figure out which one of you is the problem. Right?
Okay.
Somebody's the problem. If it's a misunderstanding, it's a misunderstanding. But let's figure out which one of you is the problem, because if there is a problem that one of you are causing, you gone. You gotta go.
Damn.
I'm not for it. I'm not for none of that distraction stuff, man. I'm not. It's called affirmative distraction, and I'm not for no distraction. I don't care. I don't want it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. It's gone. You know what I mean? So that's all it is. For real.
And the one thing I do want to mention that what I like about it too is like there's no star. Like everyone gets their time to shine.
Yeah.
There's no focus on, okay, we're going to focus on the funniest one, the one who can do all the 3 ad chicks. Everyone gets their time to shine. There's like no, yeah, we know the star is who is. It's like, no, you don't, because they all kill it.
Right. And the goal there is to,
Was that specifically how you like? I want to make sure everyone gets
everybody gets to shine, right?
Yeah.
The special guest will be in more games than anybody else. I will be in less games just to run the show, right?
Right.
But the goal is to make everybody a household name.
That gotta be tough.
Oh, it is, because there's imposter syndrome, right? There's imposter syndrome that lives within everybody, and people are like, "Oh man, I'm."
Yeah.
Case in point, I won't even name this person because internal information, but
Yes.
he just said that somebody at his job found out that he did affirmative distraction and he was embarrassed. And I was like, what? Right? Embarrassed. So you a clown on stage now? Like, are you not funny, or you shucking and jiving for somebody, whatever? Man, if you're embarrassed, leave. Right?
Yeah.
If you're embarrassed by the group that I'm providing for you, if you're embarrassed by the fact that I'm giving you a platform for you to showcase who you are and what you do, leave my fucking group before I have to fire you.
We don't want to have to fire people. That's not a good feeling.
I just wanted to say it for the gun shots.
Okay.
No, it's a great feeling.
Firing people.
It's a terrible feeling, because
Yeah,
who gets
you don't have to
fired
do
from
that.
an improv group, right?
Right.
But it's a business.
Have you had to done it many times? 2 or 3, multiple times? 3 times.
3 times. It's an improv group. But it's a business too. It's a business. And I know you know this.
Yeah.
Black businesses magnified.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, black businesses are magnified
Yes,
like a
under
quintillion times.
Under
Like,
a
so,
super microscope.
oh my God. Right. Exponentially,
Yep.
if you will.
Wait for this thing to crumble.
Right. I'm waiting for you to fail. So, imagine me being on stage with a bunch of people who are running the asylum. I can't have it. I can't have it.
Yeah.
All I need you to do is to equally, and improv, you trust your partner on stage. You elevate them, they elevate you. You guys do this together. You build a scene together. We do this together, or we don't. If there's an outlier, or there's somebody who's causing drama, or there's somebody who's doing something that I'm like, I don't want you to do that. My name is on it.
Yeah.
My name is on it. Affirmative distraction. You can say what you want. You can say it's Weezy's group. You can say it's Jay's group. You can say it on all you want. My name is on affirmative distraction.
Yep.
Period. So when it all comes out, if they were all to leave today, I'm the only motherfucker remaining claiming affirmative distraction.
That's it.
Weezy makes her shirts, but I'm the only motherfucker that can claim you know what I mean? Like, I love Weezy to death, and she is ironclad. Weezy can't leave. Jay Esquire can't leave. Burrs cannot leave. Quincy cannot leave. Like, there are 4 people who are ironclad, and they gonna be mad when they hear this shit, but I'm gonna let you know that there are 4 people who are maybe contractually obligated. A handshake agreement that you cannot go anywhere, because I don't want to do this shit without y'all.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, I love it. I love this shit, man. But if we can't equally build ourselves up, if we can't do this together, y'all got to go.
Man.
Y'all got to go. If y'all can't promote and tell people what these shows are all about, y'all got to go. If you're embarrassed,
that's wild.
If you're embarrassed by somebody recognizing you from something that you are doing positively, you got to go.
It's like somebody sell me on the corner selling drugs.
Right. Somebody can call you nigga over and over again. You're like, okay. But no, you know what I mean? Like, oh, it's fine. Right. So, you know what I mean? But you're embarrassed by fucking make-believe on stage that you're getting fucking paid for. Probably the highest paid improvisers in the city.
Yeah.
Go. Go do it somewhere else. Go see. And I think that's the other side of it too. The other side of it too is they don't know what else is out there because they started here, right? So they can go out there and they can do whatever they want. They're not, whatever. If it's with a group that I have a problem with, or if it's with somebody that I have a problem with, don't cross promote. I don't want them. Y'all not making money off my name. Fuck all that. No.
None of that.
None of that
promotion shit.
If it again, cloth talk. Yes. Right.
Okay.
If Jay comes on here and she doesn't, yes, because I fucks with you.
Yes.
Right.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Me and you.
Yes.
You're right. But if you're out there with somebody who has blatantly disrespected who I am or what my brand is or whatever, and then you go, Affirmative Distraction was here, and they go, yeah, we love Affirmative Distraction, bitch, you ain't been to a show in 4 years. Fuck out of here with all that. Don't do any of that. So there's a couple things where I'm like, you probably shouldn't do that, right?
Yeah.
But there's everything else is free, man. Everything else, come get this free game. Come get this free money. Yeah. Easy work.
I love it. Now, this is an interesting thing. By being the first and only black improv,
we were.
Oh, there's another one.
Oh, there's plenty now.
Oh,
well,
okay.
There's 4 or 5 now, which is great.
That's dope.
Right. Somebody just thanked me for setting the blueprint.
I'm about to say
week.
that's part of your tree.
That felt great to me.
That's fire.
Right? Somebody that we don't even fuck with each other like that, right? But we, parallel, just kind of doing the thing. And I popped in on his show, and he walked over. I was like, great crowd,
nice.
Good shit, right? And he was like, I appreciate you, and thanks for setting the blueprint. And I was like, wow, you're welcome.
Fire.
And then I left. Right?
That's all I need.
I just wanted to see what else is going on. I'm allowed to do that, right? Yeah. There's no competition. Right. I'm not trying to be like, man, if you are selling out a venue doing the same thing that I'm doing,
good for you.
Good for you. What the fuck? I don't own the monopoly. Yeah, good for you.
You're not hating.
What did I say at the beginning? I said if it benefits you more than it benefits me, well, we're doing it.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
Yeah, because I was like, man, I wonder if he gets, because I experienced it with the awards and shit when I first came out here. It is one thing I guess I learned about Columbus too. You talk about the ego thing, but the blocking and the sabotaging and trying to do little things to just knock you down the peg to make shit a little bit more difficult for you because they see the momentum.
Sure.
Did you deal and experience with that when you were getting this thing off and running? Did you notice the little darts and arrows coming from okay, y'all really try? Okay, y'all see the momentum and I see I see the shit happening, but this train gonna go regardless.
Yeah, but that right there, right?
Yeah, gotcha.
The train is gonna go regardless.
Yeah.
And if you throw darts at a train, well, the train gonna stop.
It's a fucking train.
It's a fucking train. You know what I mean? It's a fucking train. Train goes down. No.
But there had to be attacks.
No, of course they were, but they weren't coming to the shows. Right? They weren't spending money, so what you go?
Failed attacks.
The singer Chris Brown said, "How are you going to hate from outside the club when you can't even get in?"
Ooh.
But you could get in, right? Just $20, $15, $7 at one time. We were charging $5 when we started, right?
Wow, yeah.
$5. You could have came and saw and then hated from inside the club. This fucking sucks. What the fuck are y'all doing? Right? But it was never that. It was always some side conversation. It was always, what is Joe doing? It was, whatever. But it was never oh, he can't perform here. Right? It was never we don't want that shit here. Because I had connections going in. So I knew this was going to work one way or the other.
No venue blocking, no none of that.
No, and if it didn't, I don't want to do it anymore. You know what I mean?
What was that?
That's it. If it wasn't for me, then it wasn't for me. And then I don't want to do it anymore. But blessed to have Affirmative Distraction for 5 years with this crew and still doing what we doing and still entertaining audiences and still making waves in Columbus and still making a blueprint and still letting people go do your thing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We the POC, go do your thing. Black Friday, go do your thing.
Yes.
COINTEL, bro, go do your thing. Please keep doing what y'all doing. We not in y'all's way. We not gonna ever be in y'all's way. We gonna run parallel races. We ain't even trying to be in front of y'all. We ain't trying to win shit. We are here. We gonna stay right here, and we gonna keep moving up. Right?
I love it.
We gonna keep moving up. And if you wanna be on that same escalator with us, fine.
Yeah, I love it.
It's all up.
Yeah, because sometimes I think people, they try to make something that is not.
Oh, 100%.
Like, we're not even, like, what are you doing?
Like,
it's not that, bro.
It's not that at all. And that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah, we all can win. What? There's enough room for all of us.
It's Columbus. This is Chicago. This isn't LA. This is fucking Columbus. You guys can perform on the stage downtown in that fucking park if you wanted to, and nobody would say shit to you. It'd be a bad idea because improv outside sucks.
Yes.
But who am I to tell you what to do? Fucking go do it, right?
Yeah.
People, there's been the other side, right? Tell me about this group. Should they perform at my venue? Yeah. Of course they should. You should form your own judgment. Right?
Yeah.
I'm never going to block you. You did bad business with me. I'm never going to block you. But I am going to tell you to make sure your shit is on the up and up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? If you are out there doing bad business and you come to me and go, does this person do bad business? I go, this person did bad business with me. But I don't know if they've changed since they've done bad business with me.
I'm not going to paint the narrative.
Right. Make sure you keep all your P's and Q's and your lines crossed or whatever and do all that shit before you do your due diligence.
Yep.
Because he fucked me over.
Yeah.
She fucked me over, right? They fucked me over.
Yeah.
Do your due diligence, but I'm not going to tell you not to work with this person.
I'll tell you my experience.
Right. Find out for yourself. Your experience
may be different.
I will never work with them again. I will never work with them again. But that's just me. I'm okay with that. I will never work with you. You will never have I will never hire you for services again. But you are fine. Well, so you're saying don't work? No. I'm saying do your fucking thing.
Right. Yeah. Do you ever see a day where Columbus will never be cliquish and divided ever again?
No.
Kumbaya for everybody.
No.
It'll always be like that.
No. We're just a small version of every other fucking city in the world, right? Like, there will always be cliques, there will always be groups, there will always be people in their lane. Like, you either stay in your lane and eventually merge into somebody else's, or you don't and you just stay in your lane. Either way, make fucking money, man. Y'all, make money! What are y'all doing? Why even talk about other people? Like, why even, like, I only name drop the people, right? I only name drop people that I want to do well.
Yeah.
So if I didn't say your name, it's not because I don't want you to do well. It's just maybe because you have negative energy and I don't want you around, right? Why share that space with you? Why share this space with you? This is an opportunity for me to talk to Cloth Talk.
Yes, definitely.
So why bring any sort of drama to Cloth Talk?
Yeah, it's not necessary.
Yeah.
And that's
if you were to ask me, if you were to ask me and be like, yo, should I give this person on the podcast? I'd be like, yeah. But sometimes if you ask me if somebody should be on the podcast, I'm like, oh yeah, fuck it. Put that motherfucker right now. You know what I mean? So, yes. I build excitement like Pontiac over here.
Yes.
That's an old joke. Old as shit.
What is the toughest thing about being a leader?
Wrangling.
Juggling different personalities.
Yeah, and getting them together. Getting them together and making them know that they're great. It's the hardest goddamn thing in the world. Making people know that they are amazing at what they do is the hardest damn thing in the world. But getting those people together to tell them all collectively that they're doing great, my God. Getting them all in one place. Let alone. The wrangling is bad. So if you work with any ensembles, man, it's so hard. Challenging. It's so hard. There was a point where every other month I was like, I'm just done with these fucking people. right?
He's ready to just fuck all this.
You know, right? Because I was just like, you know, we did it, right?
Yeah.
Again, we did it. But then like when they do show up, they're amazing, right? When they do show up, they're
the lights turn on.
When the light, man, when it matters, they're amazing. And I'm just like, damn, why can't y'all just be amazing like all the time? Right? Just be amazing all the time.
Yeah.
Right? But, you know, I don't want anybody walk around like they're cocky. I honestly just want people to be household names. I want you to see C10 in the street and be like, dog, when you did that shit on Affirmative Distraction, or when you did that shit at Scully's, or when you know whatever. I want that shit to be everywhere. I want everybody to win. So wrangling those people and getting those people together and then making them know that they're amazing. The hardest thing to do this. Man. It's so hard.
Yeah. Do you have a personal favorite personality out of the bunch?
Yes.
Ah, really?
I do. Burrs is the most no nonsense, non give a fuck. I'm gonna show up. Burrs,
break him down.
Burrs just won an Emmy, right? Burrs just won an Emmy, and he still fucks with us,
God
right?
damn.
And I'm like, that's fucking me. But if Burrs can't make it, Burrs ain't coming. But I will know, right? Burrs will be like, I'm not. I got work, or I got this. And that to me, Burrs is the most like straightforward, the closest. Again, you know, there's Wheezy, who's like, look, I'm feeling some kind of way, not fucking coming, right? Yeah. Cool. Jay's the same way. Something came up, not fucking coming, right? But like in that group, like if I was to pick like somebody who was like consistent with that all the time, it's got to be Sean Burrs. Wow. Sean Burrs was there for that first show. He taped it. He was like, I got the video if you want it. And never heard from him again until he joined the show again, right? He was like, if you want it. And I was like, all right, cool. And I never reached out to him, but he never was like, hey, man, you still want this video? He didn't give a fuck. He was like, I still got this video, right? Like, Burrs has the first show in full, right? He has the first show. And Burrs, you know, whatever. So, like, that is the guy who will tell you that he wants to do this and will boo it if it goes down. Like if ticket sales are low, he will let you know that he's disappointed. We have a championship. He took the motherfucking championship on vacation with him, and he wore it to these different third world fucking countries and just belt in his goddamn baggage. And the airport is like, what the fuck is this? He's like, I'm a champion. Like, fuck y'all. Burrs is the hands down the most consistent straight up motherfucker in the group. Yes. Period. So he's not embarrassed. Like, no, not embarrassed. He's like, yeah, I do this, and Burrs will get people to the show. Burrs will get people to the show. You're like, okay,
love it,
man.
Oh man. And I want to give you your props too, because we're going to go into this segment. But before we go into this next segment, I want to give you your props too, because you don't gatekeep. No, you give up the information and context, and you introduce people. I can't tell y'all how many times that I done showed up to events and Joe is there, or they're throwing an event and I show up and support whatever. And if there's someone in that room that I need to know, Joe will come up to me and say, hey, you need to meet, and he will literally drag me. Oh, like, hey, you need to meet this person. You need to meet her. You need to meet him. You need to get him on. You need to. And so many things have came of those things. With Brandon, I got the whole website done with that. Yep. You introduced me to a lady who do the grants. Yep. You do not get, like you were just saying, you want people to win. And I would just want to shout that out, because there's not a lot of people that do that. And if y'all think about it, here's a motherfucker who's from the East Coast, from Philly. Yeah. Everybody got like, fuck that East Coast motherfucker. Figure it out on your own. Yeah. He's like, Rome, listen, meet her. Call this person. Connect with that person. Yeah. You do not gatekeep. You give all the resources.
And it's that's, you know, because I've been, you know, a victim of gatekeeping, right? And you get that, right? And you go, I don't want that to happen to none of y'all. So I got to change the narrative on that, right?
I love it.
Right. But at the same time, right? You can't tell people not to do that. You can't tell people not to gatekeep, because then they're like, you're accusing me of gatekeeping? What the fuck? And they get all offended and shit, you know. I'm like, no, I'm just saying, don't do that, right? Yeah. again, if you ask me, I will tell you what I experienced with that person.
Yes.
But I will never, ever tell you not to do it. Man,
You're gonna find out for yourself.
You're gonna find out for yourself. And then that's the fuck of it all. The fuck of it all is they come to me and be like, why'd you tell me?
Right, you could have told me that he'd be all.
I told you what he did to me, motherfucker. Like,
told you
whatever
reason.
But I am the guy that, Brandon hates it. Brandon Anderson hates it. I will take Brandon. I will parade Brandon all around. Be like, this is a motherfucker from Shadowbox. He's so.
Yeah, man.
Brandon's like, I don't want anybody to know that. And I was like, why the fuck not? You know what I mean? Everybody needs to know that you're part of the largest resident theater in the city in 30 fucking years.
Jesus.
Y'all been doing sketch comedy and rock and roll for 30 fucking years, and you don't want anybody to know that? What are you even talking about? C10, you have 6 albums and you don't want anybody to know that? What the fuck are you talking about? You know what I mean? I need my manager. You need a what? You need a who? You better get the fuck out my face with that manager bullshit, because can't nobody, Shinky, promote you better than you. Nobody knows your product. Nobody knows your talent. Nobody knows your drive more than you do. And if you're not, shout out to So Dope. Shout out to Camille and So Dope, because Camille, as much shit as she has going on, that woman knows her lane. And she stays in it. She doesn't give a fuck. She doesn't take any shit. Even from me, she doesn't take any shit, and she stays in her lane, and she knows what she's doing, right? She knows exactly what she's doing, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a goddamn performance, whether it's a fucking studio, whether it's, and she's doing it all, and you never know it. You never know it, because either you're not paying attention or you're not following her.
That is. Oh, that just made me think of something. There was a Facebook post that, I forget the lady's name, I forget her name. I think she's an artist. Oh, Soul something.
Dope?
Is that it?
Camille?
She made a post, said there's not enough black formats or media platforms or something.
Oh yeah, that's the same person. That's her.
So, yes.
Her. Yeah.
And you chimed in, you defended like, wait a minute, and you begin to tag so many platforms. And I was one of them, but that's how I seen it. But you went on a tirade. You like, listen, no, I'm not gonna let you say that. And you went to proceed to list, boom, 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 boom.
That's the problem.
There's this, there's that, there's this.
Y'all either not following or y'all not paying attention. Don't sit here. Columbus don't support. Really? 4 years of sold out shows and Columbus don't support? From 50 to 150 people, Columbus don't support? Do you know how many fucking people I've paid because of y'all? I've paid these people because of y'all. Columbus supports. And don't tell me there ain't no media outlets, because I do like 5 of them by myself. So fuck off. Like, fuck all the way off when you mean. What are you saying? Wait, that's impossible.
I can tell you took that personal.
I was like, it's impossible.
You're like, what are you saying right now?
It's impossible. You're doing all this shit too, so it's very impossible. So I was like, nah, media outlets. That's not true. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Media outlets, you got me fucked up. Come on, Games and More, and play a game with me and tell me all your shit. Media outlet, motherfucker, fuck off. Fuck out of here.
Oh, I love it. All right, wind it down here. If y'all fuck with the podcast, if y'all still here, shout out to you.
Why aren't you here?
Yes.
You should be following.
Yes.
Cloth Talk. Right?
Yes, definitely. Please. All right, wind it down here. We got a segment here, Joe.
Oh,
this
shit.
Or that.
Ooh.
Yes.
I love this game. It's my favorite game. Everybody else is all weird about it. No, I love this game.
Yes. So I'll explain to the people. So we're going to give Joseph a couple of this or that. So obviously you got to pick one or the other.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. First one. Host a game show on NBC or half-hour show America's Funniest Home Videos.
Host a game show on NBC. Hands down.
Turning down hosting America's Funniest Home Videos.
Fuck America's Home Videos. Look, let me tell you something. Anybody that gets jollies off of somebody else's pain and then I'm gonna give you $1 million for getting hit in the balls with a baseball bat.
Yes.
Like, what the? That's the biggest crock of shit ever. Instead, I get to call you up on stage after you win a stupid little game, and you get to come up and you get to play another game for other prizes, and I get to hold a little mic and tell you, and then I get to be excited when you win.
Yes.
Fuck that. Give me that 8 days a week. What's up, Bob Barker? Rest in peace. Shit.
Yes, going with hosting the game show on NBC.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I like
All
it.
black spelling bee. Let's do it. Shit.
All right, got another one for you. Host a late night TV show or star in a sitcom as a bus driver who's a family man. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Let me give it to people again.
Okay.
Because people make that mistake.
Sure.
Host a late night TV show.
Host a late night TV show.
Let me give it to the people again. Yeah, you don't even hear the other option.
Sorry.
You ain't got your mind made up.
Sorry.
Host a late night TV show or star in a sitcom as a bus driver who's a family man.
Who's Uncle Phil?
Who's Uncle Phil?
Yeah, who's Uncle Phil?
Family
What's
man.
What's his real name?
Fuck. God damn it.
Right? James Avery.
James Avery.
Right? James Avery. Also the voice of Shredder in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in 1999. Right?
Oh shit.
Also the voice of Iron Man in the Spider-Man series.
God damn.
Or no, I'm sorry, War Machine.
I
War
didn't
Machine.
know that.
Nerds, check. War Machine.
War Machine.
War Machine. All right? But y'all don't know him as James Avery. You know him as Uncle Phil. So you say, Uncle Phil used to be in the Shredder. Uncle Phil used to be, whatever. Right?
Yes.
So I will be known as
The family man bus driver
the
guy.
vice driver guy. Instead of Welcome to the Joseph Moore Show.
Late night though, that's prime time.
Give it to
Millions are watching.
Give it to me.
You want that?
Cloth Talk, Joseph Moore, and Jerome. You know what I mean? Like, the fuck?
You go with late
Cloth
night
Talk-
TV show.
Think about it. And put this in your brain.
Go ahead.
A late night talk show. But me and you.
Okay.
I would even be your Steve Higgins or your side guy, the guy that
guy.
introduces you,
okay.
and you come in and you sit down and talk to the people, and I'll be your chime in guy,
Okay.
whatever. I would love that role,
You would
I
take
would
that.
also host that show, hands down, hands down, because I get to now see what other people do, and I get to do great fucking cool things that these people don't usually do. That's what improv is all about.
Yes.
For real. So host a late night show. Definitely. The
Hands
Joseph
down.
Moore show. Shit.
That I can imagine.
Welcome to the Joseph Moore show.
I can imagine what that show was like. Man, oh man. Okay. Going with the late night TV.
Yes,
show.
sir.
All right. Okay, here's another one for you. Now, Tyler Perry offers you producer job, writer job,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
you got to give up everything.
Like Affirmative Distraction.
Everything you've
Games
all
and more.
been done.
Producer and
Writer.
writer.
Tyler Perry Studios. He comes to you personally, flies you out,
Okay.
has a meeting with you, sits down with you. Let me paint the picture for you.
Oh yeah. Yes. It's got to make sense.
Tyler Perry gets wind of Affirmative Distraction.
Yeah.
Who's the guy behind this?
Yeah.
His team finds out, does the research.
Yeah.
Guy named Joseph Moore.
Yeah.
Bring that guy to me.
Yeah.
He flies you out,
Yeah.
had the meeting. He's sitting with you, say, listen, I've seen you work. I've been watching. I got wind of you, and I think what you're doing is brilliant. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
I want to bring you over here to Tyler Perry Studios, and
Yeah.
I want to offer you, Joseph Moore, a producer position and a writer position on my team, my staff.
Okay.
Slides the envelope across to you. But in this contract, everything Joseph Moore is associated with, done. You got to clean all that. You're not involved in that.
It's gone.
Done. Everything.
Okay. Are y'all
We got
ready?
him thinking.
Y'all ready for this?
Oh, damn,
I'm taking the job.
Oh!
And I'm gonna tell you why.
You slimy motherfucker!
No, I'm taking a job.
Oh my
Yes.
god!
Bow.
Turn your
I'm
back
taking a
on
job.
the
But
beloved
am I slimy?
people.
Because here's the thing, right? I'm a writer and producer for Tyler Perry Studios. What you didn't say is I can bring my own shit.
Oh!
as a writer and producer for Tyler Perry Studios. So as I write those first few little things, eventually I go, hey, Tyler, you know I used to have this improv group called Affirmative Distraction. Can we call the distraction Affirmation? And Tyler Perry's none the wiser because none of that shit exists 2 years ago. So you're like, what are you fucking talking about? Yeah, let's do it. I didn't know you did that shit. And be like, bitch, that's what you flew me out here for. Right. The fuck out of here. So yes, I'm eventually writing that spelling bee and that late night talk show host. And that, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go.
Like
so slimy? No.
You use that to your advantage.
One jump ahead, baby. One jump ahead.
I love it. So the team may have to wait a little while, but they're coming.
They coming. They coming. Or we coming back to y'all. I'm coming back here and I'm like, I'm now officially a writer and producer for Tyler Perry Studios. I have enough capital to open a studio here. I bought this warehouse or this building or whatever with the money that I made with Tyler Perry Studios and all my shit on Tubi. You know, whatever it is. And I'm making money. That TBS money is great. Yeah. It's still green. And here's all this. Here's what I want y'all to do. You're doing the same show that you used to do at the Big Room Bar, except you're going to do it now at this studio. And you're going to do it in front of a live studio audience, and then you're gonna tape 3 shows, and you're gonna do it all. We're not gonna cut anything. We're gonna just tape it, right? And the only thing you still can't say on stage is nigga. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Everybody eats.
Everybody eats. Everybody wins.
Woo!
Slimy yet satisfying.
Brilliant.
Thank you, Lion King. Thank you, Lion King.
All right, last one. I like that. All right, here we go. This last one. Then we're going to do guest to guest quest bowl. You remember that?
Oh, yeah. I'm ready for that, too.
All right, here's the last this or that. Open a blank envelope handed to you from Neil Brennan. Open a blank envelope handed to you from Neil Brennan. You familiar with Neil Brennan?
No.
Oh, okay. So Neil Brennan is a comedy writer who worked alongside Dave Chappelle, worked on the Chappelle show.
Yeah. Sure.
Him.
Scrawny white dude.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah, got it.
Big blue eyes.
Yep. Got it.
Yep. Open a blank envelope handed to you from Neil Brennan. Or get any guest on Affirmative Distraction.
Get any guest on Affirmative Distraction.
You passing out what's gonna be that envelope?
What the fuck Neil Brennan
it could be life changing in there.
I don't trust white people. I'm just kidding. I was just joking. Those are jokes. I love white people. I'm just kidding. No. No, I don't know what's in that envelope. You know what I mean?
You don't want to take the gamble?
Nah, I don't gamble.
It could be some life changing.
Could it?
Yeah, it's Neil Brennan.
You said it's could, right?
Could. You don't want to.
I don't know. So you mean to tell me I gotta break down the scenario, right?
Yes.
Neil Brennan just walks up to me and goes, "Here you go."
But before,
you know, whatever.
You can get anybody.
Or you can get anybody else. I go,
show.
You still got Dave Chappelle's number? I heard he's coming to Columbus, so, you know, hook it up. Yeah. Is Dave Chappelle's number in that envelope? You know what I mean? Like, you know, whatever.
Yes.
And Dave Chappelle wouldn't even have to do anything. He'd just have to show up and stand on stage for 15 minutes and
crowd
smoke a cigarette, and the crowd will lose it. And I'd be like, give me all your money.
Right. Sold out show.
Right. Here's your cut, Dave Chappelle, and here's Affirmative Distraction's cut. Thank you for playing one game. Like...
5 minutes on stage.
5 minutes on stage, and here's the money. And they're like, what the fuck did we just do? And be like, you sold out.
Yes.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
So turn it down the envelope from Neil Brennan. Yeah. Go on with any guest.
Yeah, any guest. Any guest. And the guest is Questlove.
You would get Questlove.
I think Questlove is he's so cool, and he's so amazed by anything like other people do or he does. Yeah. I watched a video of he was watching DJ Jazzy Jeff cut a sample live. He cut a sample on live into Mobb Deep's Shook One's Part 2.
Okay.
And he did the sample, and he was cutting the sample, and Questlove was sitting there like, what the fuck is happening? And then that shit started to go into that Mobb Deep, and Questlove lost his shit. And so I think Questlove is just amazed by the fact that shit goes on. And I think he would just be dope.
He's entertained by
I
it all.
think he's just a regular person. I think he's just, he's amazing at what he does, which, equates to his fame.
Yeah.
But I think he's just a regular fucking person.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That would be dope.
Yeah, it would be cool.
Questlove. Okay. Cool. Nice. All right. Before we move into this last segment, we're going to close this out, get Joseph up out of here. Busy man.
Yeah.
Very busy man. For my independent artists, I forgot to mention this at the beginning of the show. If you want to get your music played during the breaks of the podcast, send that to cloudtalk5@gmail.com. Attach your MP3 file, name of artist, and your social media pages so I can show you some love. So send that on through. And also, perfect segue to the next segment, guest to guest Quest Bowl. Shout out to FDZ Graffiti for helping me title this segment.
FDZ.
Yes, who was on this show. Very dope episode. If you want to submit random ass questions for future guests to answer on the pod, send those to the same email. That is calltalk5@gmail.com. This is Joe. I forgot to mention, this isn't Joseph's first time on here. FDZ Graffiti.
FDZ's bad.
God damn it. FDZ Graffiti.
FDZ, don't come at me for you bad. We go back, but you bad.
So let me explain to the people who aren't watching on YouTube. So right now, Joseph has a red bowl. One of the questions.
I can't.
One of the
that may be the one. That could be.
Could have been the one. Hey.
That's the one.
Yes, there we go. So don't read it yet. So guest to guest Quest Bowl. What this is a game where each guest that comes on the show at the end of the episode writes random questions for the next guest to answer. So in that red bowl, if you can see, if you're watching on YouTube, there's a bunch of random fucking questions. They could be about anything. So the guests could draw as many as they want. They could do 1, 2, 3, how many they want to do. They must draw question, read out loud, and answer honestly, as Joseph displays the red ball. Doing a fantastic job of the display of guest to guest Quest Bowl.
Guest to guest.
Yes, he has his question ready in hand. So go ahead and read that out loud for the people and answer honestly.
I can't read this shit.
Oh shit.
Wait. What the fuck does this say? If you could go back and change one thing in your past, what would it be? If you could go back and change one thing in your past, what would it be? Asking for more money when I did those Adobe Gillis shows. We did 3-hour shows for $150 fucking dollars. And man, we had like 8 people. It was a squad. And we go up in there, we do 3 hours of originals and covers. We fucking killed that shit, man. I mean, like, we just put beats on, like industry beats on. We sing the motherfuckers verbatim. We had all that shit. And it was like, here's $150. See ya. And we was like, cool. But if, man, 27, 28, just motherfuckers dancing on tables and shit, people drinking or whatever. I didn't get a cut of that bar. I didn't get a cut of their fucking profits. I got $150. So that's the thing that came to mind. If I can go back and change anything, Adobe Gillis, run me my motherfucking money. You sons of bitches. Easton. Adobe Gillis Easton. Y'all ain't listening. Adobe Gillis Easton, run me my motherfucking money. You sons of bitches.
Yes.
You motherfuckers. You lizard scaly motherfuckers.
Jesus.
You
Lizard scaly.
Chris Logsdon karaoke motherfuckers. You margarita selling dollar hanging motherfuckers. You run me my goddamn cheese. That's honestly, that's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Do you miss making music at all? Like your original music? I know you do the traveling cover and all that stuff. Like actual like getting in that bag. Like
No.
You don't miss. You'll never get the itch. Like I want to get a studio and create some shit.
I don't have any subject material. I'm done yelling at people. I'm done like yelling at people like in their own way. I'm done like yelling about like a lot of my source material was like bad relationships and women and shit. So it was just like bitch, fuck you, bitch, you know, whatever. And then like, you know, it was just like the industry sucks, like, you know, whatever. And then I was like, I don't have anything else to rap about. Like I can still talk shit, but you know, no,
that wouldn't be fun.
Nah.
For the ladies that are watching. Is the DMs open?
Hey.
Is Joseph Moore's DMs open?
Stay out of my fucking DMs, okay? Just stay out. All right, see me in person. Just say hello.
The ladies want to know if he's on the market.
Do they?
They want to know if you're on the market.
Do they?
They see you at these shows. They see you performing.
Stay the fuck out my DMs. All right, don't slide in there. Don't go. Hey, you know, don't. Stay the fuck out of my DMs. Stay them out. Stay out of them.
I'm sorry, ladies. I tried.
Trouble.
I tried for y'all.
It's
ladies.
Trouble. Y'all ain't looking for me. I'm 45.
Checking for you.
I'm 45. I got 2 kids. Y'all done. Y'all.
You're not desirable.
Just come see these shows, right? Like,
just buy a ticket.
Come see the next one. Come buy a ticket. That's right. You want to slide in my DMs? I'm gonna send you a ticket link. There you go. With that being said, yes, I am available to sell you these tickets.
All right, final question. We're gonna get up out of here. Jesus, it started off so good. Jesus, alienated everyone. Everything would just be broached back to this. That was the dumbest thing I've ever said. Why'd you let me say that? I don't know. Alright, let's try to clean it up.
Slide into these DMs. Let me say these tickets. I got a ticket link for your ass. I'll take you out for a great night at an Affirmative Distraction show.
Yeah.
and you get to pay for it. We don't even have to go Dutch. You get to pay for it. You get to hit the bill, baby.
Oh my god.
Your first drink's on somebody else.
Ah, damn.
Sorry.
Oh my god. Alright, final question. Let's wrap this up. Get off the rails. Alright. Woo. My jar. See, this is what you can experience at the live shows. By so many different personalities.
All off the cuff.
Alright. Okay, here we go. What is the biggest misconception about Joseph Moore? Biggest misconception about you?
Oh man. For real. Like I am not an asshole. Like I'm just not. Like I'm a very black and white, very stern. This is what's happening. I when I say I have kids, I have fucking kids. Right? I have fucking kids. So I do not have time. If I make time for something, I'm making time for something. Do not waste it. Do not say that, you know, and if you cancel, fine. That's great. Fine. But I'm not an asshole. I don't want to be an asshole. If anything, I'm a reformed asshole. Right? I used to be an asshole. Yeah. Yeah,
not an asshole.
I think not an
That's
asshole.
the misconception.
That's the misconception. Yeah. Joe's an asshole. Is he? Yes. I'm an asshole. For these tickets. I'm just kidding. No, the biggest misconception. Okay. You can scratch all that if you want. I think the biggest
asshole thing.
No, you keep it. No. I think the biggest misconception is that you can't make great things with like I am a gatekeeper.
No, you're not.
Exactly.
That would be.
I feel like that's a misconception. I feel like that you think that you have to jump through hoops or to do what I do to do any of any opportunities or get connections. Man, it's a phone call.
Yeah,
it's a phone call, man. I got connections at a chess round in Delaware. I fucking send people to there and they sell them cars, right? Like that's how stupid my connections are. Dumb, yes, but they're fantastic.
Yes.
And if you want it's literally, do you know somebody who does this? Yes. Photographers, videographers, car salesmen, fucking party planners, yes, comedians, musicians, actors, producers, directors, editors, models, rappers, musicians, rappers, DJs, singers, fucking podcast hosts, and late night talk hosts in 2024 when Jerome Barkley hosts Cloth Talk Live at Shadowbox Starting in February for our Black History Month lineup. I'm putting that into the universe. It's gonna fucking happen.
Yes.
I'm looking at this camera right here, so when you watch this,
It's documented.
you see it. You
Even
see
I
it.
can't run from it.
February 2024.
Damn.
Cloth Talk Live. One night only, unless he wants to do it again.
Ah.
Done and done.
That'll be edited.
Will it?
No. I'll
No.
leave it.
No. No, it won't.
It's documented now.
You heard it here first, folks.
Damn. I can't run from it.
No, you can't. No, you can't. It's gonna happen.
Woo! All right, man. We're going to wrap this up. A lot of it happened here. I hope y'all have learned something.
You didn't.
No one learned anything.
You didn't.
Nothing.
Here's what you're gonna do.
Yes.
You're gonna buy them tickets. You can buy them tickets. Don't come to me and be like, man, I heard you on the podcast. Be like, are you at the show? Okay. I don't want to talk to you. I'm just kidding. I will talk to anybody. That's another misconception that I won't talk to people outside the show. I talk to everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, you see me in the street, I'll talk to you. I'll fucking call you on the phone. I love talking on the phone. So there's that too.
Yeah.
Like,
A lot of misconceptions.
Yeah.
Asshole,
Hey.
standoffish.
let me shoot something for Old Man Long real quick.
Okay.
Let me do something for Old Man Long just real quick. So y'all mean to tell me y'all got phones that you pay for monthly, but you don't like to talk on them? You just use them to text, and all your shit is misspelled. Make it make sense, stupid motherfucker. Pay your bill. That's it. Old Man Long. There you go.
We're going to see more of him.
Yeah, Old Man Long doesn't understand why you crack on me for wearing PJs in the drive-thru, but you buy Crocs for your kids.
Yes. I was going to say any last words for the people, but I think buy them fucking tickets.
Yes, buy them fucking tickets. Stop using DoorDash.
What the Stop
You mean you mean to tell me that? Yeah, stop using. You mean to tell me that a random motherfucker that don't work at the place is gonna bring you food from it? I don't work there. Why would I bring you food from it and you expect it to be on the up and up? I don't work there. I don't owe them shit. That's like asking a random motherfucker to pick you up when you're drunk. Oh, wait, you do that too. Weird people. And Chuck E. Cheese still got it. That's all my shit. That's all online. Those are all recycled jokes right there. So yeah, everybody got it. Go look for Old Man Long. Hashtag Old Man Long.
There it is.
There you go.
I love it. With that, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another fantastic episode.
Yo, what's some real last words?
You can if you want.
Keep doing what you're doing. Right? Keep doing what you're doing. Don't let anybody tell you different. If you're doing it and it's successful, then it's successful. Success is in your eyes, the eye of the beholder, right? So if it's successful in your eyes, then it's successful. Don't let anybody tell you different. And if anybody offers you unsolicited advice from something that's already working, it's already working. Take it or leave it.
There it is.
That's it.
Mr. Nice Guy.